I'm excited. I'm excited. What's going on with you, Mad Max?
Just chilling out. You working on some new music?
Oh man, of course, man. Of course, man. I've been working like crazy, man. We got the album coming out real soon. Sons of a Legend Part 2. I just dropped the video with my dad called The
The bag.
Bag.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a lot right now, man. I got another video dropping too, Slaying Demons. So it's coming, man.
It's coming. You're working hard. How was it to finally get into the booth with your father and put out a record together?
Man, that shit was beautiful, man. It felt like I ain't gonna lie, man. I felt like a kid in a candy store, man. I was having hella fun.
It's got to be interesting because from the outside, it's like, oh my God, your father's Bizzy Bone. You're working with him, but that's your dad. So it's coming from a different angle. So you got the
Yeah,
legendary standpoint from an artist, but he's also your father.
right. So it was just like it's like, damn, dad. Like it was like trying to match his flow in there. It was like, man, it was so much, man. But I loved it, man. It was so beautiful, man.
Yeah. And congratulations on everything so far in pursuing this career. You felt as though that it was in your blood and that this is what was your path in life, that you had to be a
Yeah.
rapper.
Yes. Indeed.
And you're doing it. You're following the dream. It's coming true. Have you been able to go on tour with your father at all? I know you've done some performances, I
I
think.
went on. I mean, I did a couple shows with him, but as far as tour, no. But I definitely went on tour with my uncle Lazy Bone before.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, that shit was lit, man. We went everywhere, man. We went a lot of
Crazy.
places.
Crazy. What was your favorite place that you went to?
Uh, oh man, I don't even know because everywhere was dope as hell. The energy was dope everywhere, so I couldn't say this was better than that. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. But I want to get into when you first revealed to your father that you wanted to follow in his footsteps as a rapper.
hmm Well, I mean, I let him know, man, when I was like 5. I mean, I wanted to, I told him like, man, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to be just like you. He was like, you and your brother, you and your brother, you and your brother. And I was like, for sure, for sure. So, me and my brother, man, ever since then, man, we just been chasing our music careers our whole life.
Mhm. YBL Sinatra.
Yep.
You also did,
YBL.
you was on the song The Bag too.
Yep.
That's the legacy right there, carrying on the
Yeah, man.
tradition.
I love it.
That's huge. I remember you two being in an interview together, you and your father, and he was telling you how he hasn't given you all the pointers yet, but what are some of the important pointers that he has given you this far?
Um, well, definitely, man. Keep business a business, keep the emotions aside. Always be about what you say. Never hold back on your word, you know, just a few of those things right there, to keep, my head sharp in this game, keep my pen strong, stay intelligent, just all of those little stuff, man. But I'm waiting on some more pointers, man. I'm
Yeah.
waiting. I need them all.
Of course, especially in this industry, it's insane. But right now, you're
Yes.
still independent. Elevate.
Yes, I am. I'm so independent, man. Like I ain't, I ain't really been like looking for a label like sign me, sign me, sign me. But you know, independent is always the way to go.
Mhm. Why do you feel as though independent's always the way to go? Because I know in the similar interview or the same one, I think it was that your father said that the record companies are calling for you. They're calling.
Yeah, yeah, they calling, man. They just, I mean, number one, I'm not trying to get played, and I'm
100%.
not about to sign my goddamn life away, for some goddamn bullshit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm worth way more than fucking money and gold and glisten and all of that shit. You know what I mean? So that shit really doesn't matter, but if I was to sign with a label, man, I'm looking for a label that's strong, that wants to promote, you know, good fucking music and good vibes and positive vibes. Cause that's what I'm really about. Music out here, man, they talking about blasting your mother house and fucking your girlfriend. And, it's just a whole bunch of negativity in this music that we have now. And the youth is listening to that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And the youth is following us. So I want to set a good example. I'm not trying to set a bad example, man.
Exactly. I know exactly what you mean. Being someone that's in this industry, and especially at a young age, how have you been able to remain positive and stay away from all that negative energy? Because that's rare in this industry.
Yeah, it's very rare, man. You know, I say God first, man. You know, you keep the Lord first in your life, man, no matter what you're going through. Because for at the end of the day, fuck the money, you know, fuck the fame, and fuck everything. Because when it boils down to it, bro, we're human, bro, and you know, positivity runs in my bloodline. You know, I like playing video games and shit. You know, I
That's right.
like doing shit with my friends. You know, I like watching positive things and actually living that way. You know, practicing what I preach. And I feel like that's what keeps me, you know, on the positivity thing, you know,
Mhm.
seeing it affect others positively, you know?
I know you're a big gamer. You stream on Twitch all the time. What are some of the
Yes.
games that you're playing at the moment?
Man, I'm playing Call of Duty, GTA, man. I'm playing fucking I'm playing so many games right now. 2K. I mean, there's so many games I'm playing right now. It's insane. I'm trying to find one to like stick to, but I just can't.
Would you ever create your own video game, or even if you would able to have a conversation with your father about creating a Bone Thugs video game? That would be crazy.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, man. I mean, like to create a Bone Thug video game, you know what I'm saying? I would have man, the whole Bone got to be in on that shit right there,
Yeah.
dude. But that should be amazing though, dude. I'll be playing that game all day.
That'd be crazy, because I know there's other hip hop video games, 50 Cent, Blood in the Sand. There's a ton of hip hop
Yup,
video
yup.
games.
Hell yeah. I love
You
that game actually.
That's a
The game is
classic.
lit.
It's slept on.
Mm-hmm.
It's very slept on. But I want to get
Yes,
into
it's
what your
super slept on.
100%. I want to get into what your father has said about you, because he's a huge supporter of you. What has he said that's
Mm-hmm.
made you unique from everyone else in the game right now?
Man, that support is crazy, man. Actually, YBL Sinatra just locked in the door. You know what I'm saying? Shouts
Oh,
out to YBL Sinatra.
Yo,
You know,
what's going on,
what's going
YBL?
on? What's going on?
Welcome
Tap
to the
in.
show, man. Congratulations on everything you got going. Turbo is available on all
Yes, for sure.
platforms.
Appreciate it.
Turbo.
Most definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. Support. Most definitely.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so the question was, say that one more time.
Oh, what has your father told you that's made you unique from all the other artists that are in the industry right now, as far as the new artists go?
Man, originality, man. You know, just coming from the heart with that shit, not trying to be like nobody else. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you're not like nobody else, when you stand original and just being you, that's what makes it great. That's what makes it, you know, that one pointer that you really, really, really need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's just me. That's just how I feel about that. You know, I don't know how everybody else feel, you know?
Yeah. Well, as you can realize, that being in this industry right now, that artists, there's no individuality. It's very slim when it comes to artists that sound different and that are themselves, as such as you said. But some artists that you do look up to, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Ab Soul, those are some of the ones
Yes.
that you really listen to,
Yes.
and you
And
admire
for
the
real,
greats too.
man, like those three right there, like, I'm gonna be real. Like it was really like Young Dolph as well before he passed away. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. You know, and Pop Smoke too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rest in peace him as well. But like those three right there, it's like who I really, really, really want to do music with. Like it's just always been my dream to mess with them, yo. Like on the music side. So hopefully they hear this interview one day.
Yeah. Have you had the chance to meet any of the people that you want to work with? Is the three I mentioned?
No, not yet, man.
Yeah.
Not yet. But I do want to, man.
It'll come 100%, man. It will. You keep
100%.
working. The people are seeing it already. Busy's in the house, Cash. Those are my two favorite songs by you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. For
Mhm.
real.
Manifest EP. You're someone that manifests. So if you keep manifesting your career this way, and then eventually you work towards your goals, you're gonna get to where you want to be with those three features for sure.
Indeed, indeed.
Son of a Legend EP. You're already working.
Mm-hmm. Like, man, the Son of a Legend Part 2, man, EP finna be so fucking crazy, man. Like, And then like I got an album working with my dad right now as well, me, YBL, and my pops. So it's just, once shit just start dropping back to back to back to back, it's just gonna be like sick. I can't wait till the Slant Demons drop for y'all to see, this new side of me, you know what I'm saying? This new story of me, explaining my spiritual journey as well,
When do you expect this to drop? This one?
Like, I'm ready for it to drop next week, to
Next
be honest.
week? Oh, that's going to be
Hell
tough.
yeah.
That's going to be tough. And you got to send that to me too, and I'll get that in the rotation for you.
Oh, of course. I'm going to make sure you get everything, man.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to Richard D. Barty.
Yes,
man.
yes. Shout
Real
out to her
talk.
for setting everything up and connecting with us. But we got to get into much more, of course. And you mentioning that you want to be greater than your father. So what's it going to take, you think, for you to surpass what your father did, as well as the artists of this generation who are true to themselves to surpass the greats?
Consistency, man. And a lot more ambition, and a lot more studio time, and a lot more writing. Just a lot of more working, man. That's what it takes, man. Work till you surpass your peers. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really no competition trying to pass my pops. It's just like, yo, I'm trying to get there where you at.
Yeah.
I'm
The
trying
legendary
to hit that
status.
milestone. I'm trying to be greater. You feel me? I mean, that's what every son would feel. You know what I'm saying? To be greater than their father, But I know I got a long way to go, but I'm willing to take that long route. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know you are. You see the hard work already. I want to get into what is the disconnect between the younger generation and the old generation. What's your take on how there's such a disconnect between the youth and the 90s artists? Because you're someone that understands it. You love Wu-Tang, Bone Thugs, of course, and all the artists of that generation. How come you think there is such a disconnect between the generation of now and back then?
It's really like, to me, the disconnect for real is really like, it's communication, man. It's communication. It's, respect, for one another. Because really it's an ego thing with these young artists. These young artists be like, yeah, I'm big. I'm on this big level. And but don't forget that there were artists before you started your thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really a respect level, and it's a communication level, and it's an ego thing. I feel like if the youngins cut the ego out and really pay homage to all the OGs, I feel like it'll be right. I feel like it'll be more music being made, more history being made,
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree too. And it's so difficult nowadays. I hope things turn around here. And you're right about the negativity thing. And it's just a shame that people don't promote positivity more and more uplifting music.
Yes, that's what we need in this game. Is more uplifting music. The more we keep talking about, shooting somebody block up, the more artists keep talking about smoking somebody's fucking op in the blunt. I feel like music will be better a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like it'll turn around towards more positivity. Rappers getting locked up now. Every time somebody say a bar, they after your ass.
Yeah. That's for sure.
So artists just need to be watching what they say now,
Do you think that hip hop has become more violent because of the negativity in music? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Like you like artists can barely pull up at shows now.
You're right.
Because they got beef. Beef is stopping their money. Beef is stopping the vibe, Artists be shit. Fans are scared to pull up at the show. They feel like they're supposed to be a goddamn drive-by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fans should not feel like that, ever.
You're right. You're right about that. And when you look at the 90s too, it's very minimal, the violence, if you look back at it back then.
Yeah, because in the 90s, shit was smacking. Like, you could tell shit was smacking. Everybody was dropping their music, making music, getting the fuck along. Now niggas, excuse my language. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Now rappers, artists are just violent as hell.
It seems as though they're doing it for clout too. It's just for no reason. Yeah. It's just for clout.
Well, really, clout don't mean shit. Clout ain't getting you nowhere now.
No.
Even clout music. Clout ain't getting you nowhere. Now they want to hear them bars. They want to hear them. They want to hear that music. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake said, shouts out to Drake, you know? Because like he been dropping bars. He ain't been dropping no rinky dink. Kendrick Lamar ain't been dropping no rinky dink music. No. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been dropping that clout music. No. You know, and no, you know, pun intended, because I love some of that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I love some of that shit. I be bumping some of that shit, but at the end of the day, you know, I want that real shit. You know, I was born from originality, you know. Yeah. I was born from that creativity. So I think different.
I totally understand how you feel. And I get that way sometimes. And you being from originality is what has formed your view. And it's so rare to hear it. Mm-hmm. And that's why we need artists like you to preach about it, because the youth, they just don't understand. They just feel as though nothing came before them, and it's their way or no way.
Yeah, that's that ego thing. And that's what stops, you know, the OGs from respecting the young cats. You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, I was here before you. I did this shit 30 years before you. You know what I mean? So that's just me, man. That's how I feel too. Yeah. You know?
And the radio stations play a big part in it too. They never get back to the hip hop legends ever. When do you ever hear Bone Thugs on the radio?
And I feel like, you know, it needs to be more of that, you know, because they started this shit. Mm-hmm. You know, let's break it down. The Wu-Tang Clan, Dr. Drake, Snoop, all these OGs who started this shit. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You gotta pay respects to the people who was here before you, because it wouldn't be no you if it wasn't for that person. It wouldn't be you. You know.
You're right. You're absolutely right, man. It's an important conversation. I want to get into this Verzuz that happened. I'm not one of those people that ask these controversial questions, but I did read online that you talked to your father when he was backstage and you told him to get back out on that stage and show him that you're the best lyricist of all time.
Hell yeah. I had to let him know. I mean, it was YBL too. My pops family tapped in like, yo, you already know you the best. Like, you the best. Yeah. I mean, that's just the motivation that anybody will give their father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what else I would have said, or what else, you know, YBL would have said.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't get your ass back out there and no. It was also, yo, you the best, get out there. It was just a little, it was a little scuffle. There's a little scuffle, you know, and artists do that. It ain't hip hop if it ain't that for real.
No.
It ain't hip hop if they don't dap it up and squash the beat. This is hip hop. This is for the culture. It's one of the best verses known to mankind, you know? It had me out of my seat. So I know, you know.
It was a great Verzuz, and
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Shouts out to 3-6 Mafia. Shouts out to my uncles and my pops, man. That was beautiful, man. I wish I could have been there.
Oh, that would have been tough. What has been your most memorable moment, even just as a young kid, and perhaps being alongside and experiencing being on tour with Bone Thugs? What's some of your most memorable moments?
Oh man. My most memorable moment being at a show while they was on tour was definitely in the city. Like when they came to the city, and like I'm talking, the energy is massive. Like that shit gives me chills, like, cause the energy be so high. Like as soon as they come out, the crowd goes so crazy. I feel like that was one of the best moments though. Like to me, just seeing that energy, seeing how crazy the crowd go. You know what I'm saying? After fucking 20 something years, the energy's crazy, yo. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I love it.
The real hip hop fans, those are the diehards too.
Yes, the diehards. You know, and that's what matters most. Are you a diehard hip hop? Are you diehard hip hop? Or are you just here for the moment? And there's nothing wrong with being here for the moment.
No.
You know? And that's what I just call riding the wave. You know, you hop on the wave real quick and you see the wave and then you decide to hop off. But the diehard's been on the wave since the beginning. You know? And no pun
Right.
intended to the new people who just getting hip to, you know, my pops and all the OGs. And because, you know, it's still the youth out here who still don't know, you know?
Yeah, they got to play catch up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm here for. That's what YBL is here for. That's what Bloodline Harmony is here for. That's what we do. That's what we here for, man.
That's right. What was your first show experience? It doesn't even have to be with your father. What was your first show
Oh
experience
man,
as a
my
performer?
first show experience was with my rap group, man. Bloodline Harmony, man. We sold out Cali in front of 5,000 people, and we opened up for DJ Quick and Sugar Free.
Wow. DJ Quick, another
that
legend.
was super lit. So shout out to DJ Quick and Sugar Free, OG, because like it was the biggest show we ever did. Like I ain't even gonna lie, wow. It was so damn big.
Oh, you gotta have that. You gotta have that picture, that performance somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's definitely out here. The performance is definitely out here somewhere, leaking all over the goddamn internet.
That's huge, man. Lil Bizzy, is there anything else you want to talk about as far as what you have coming up? I know you got the Son of a Legend 2 coming out.
Oh man, yes, I do want to actually mention something though that I did forget, right? Mm-hmm. So you know that I mentioned Bloodline Harmony.
Yeah.
And that's my cousins and my little brother and myself. You know, it's 5 of us, you know, we started a group back in like 2011. You know, and then we had dropped a little album and everything called STIG Part 1. So we got some new shit coming out as a group. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be beautiful, man. We got a whole little tape coming out. So the whole family is going crazy. I wanted to mention that to y'all as well.
That's fire, man. That's fire. You got a lot on the way here. Anything else? Anything else you want to let your fans know? Oh man, I
appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you for having me on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, you know, Barty. You know what I'm saying? I love my fans. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, yo. I mean, it's so much I could say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just appreciate this moment, you know, because we must savor every moment and we must enjoy every single moment in life, you know, because you never know. You know, this show right here, you know, this episode right here can change somebody's life, you know? So that's what I try to do every day, man. You know, is try to motivate people and inspire people every single day.
We need more people like you, especially in this industry. I'll tell you that.
For sure, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yep. Lil Bizzy, I want you to take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. I got the music in the rotation. Once you release the new stuff, I'll get that in for you as well and start promoting.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, man. Shout out Sports and Hip Hop, man. Radio, man. Shouts out DJ Mad Max, you know what I'm saying, for having me, Lil Bizzy, live on the show. I love y'all. Stay tuned here with my boy. And this Mo music dropping soon, man. Be ready.
That's right, man. You're always welcome on the show. Shout out to Richard Dean, too. Thank you.
Yes,
shout out to Richard Dean for
making this all happen.
Yep. Take care, man.
Yes.